What's on, everyone? Jeremy here from, well, the Jeremy Hambly channel, a channel where I cover whatever the heck I want. You know, you might recognize me from the quartering, but like this channel, it's kind of freeform. I cover whatever I want. And there is a truly heartbreaking / heartwarming story that is shocking to me because social media actually did something good. It's a story of an 88-year-old war veteran who lost his job at GM and got screwed out of his pension, was forced to work 5 days a week at 88 years old. Now, that is a reality, unfortunately, for many of the elderly in this country, in the United States, and it's truly sad. The guy had probably a good job at GM. They weasel a lot of paying him his salary or his pension, but we're going to take a look at this story. By the way, I want to let everyone know there are some questions about our advent calendar over at coffeebrandcoffee.com. If you go to coffeebrandcoffee.com and go to the Christmas gifts on the top, you have our advent calendar. And if I wasn't such a noob at this, it would be listed on the screen. There we go. If you just go to coffeebrandcoffee.com and on top it says Christmas gifts, it's the first thing here, promo code HOLIDAY10. It has 20 items in it, over 20 items, including a K-cup adapter. So if you don't have a regular coffee machine, you can still use it. Or if you're giving it as a gift, it has chocolatey snacks, and it's at least 2 of every flavor. So you can share it with your husband and wife, or you get 2. Just the value is much better this year, but we only have 500 available. So order yours today. Christmas is coming soon. Let's get into this story.
Just seeing if I could have help scanning this. Thank you. What was your name?
Ed.
I'm Sam.
Okay.
I actually had someone nominate you from this store and said you're very hardworking.
Well, I try to be.
May I ask how old you are?
Yeah.
I'm 88.
And still working?
Yes, I have to.
Why do you have to keep working?
Retired from General Motors in 99.
So you retired from General Motors in 1999, and then in 2012 they went bankrupt. They screwed him out of his pension.
2012 I went bankrupt and they took my pension away from me.
Oh my gosh. Do you have a wife?
She passed away 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
She was sick when I lost my pension.
So you've been struggling a bit?
A little bit.
You said that you lost your pension?
Yes, sir, I did. I was in the Army back in 66.
So you're a veteran too?
Yes. The thing that hurt me the most was my wife was real sick. And when they took the pension,
They took your health care
they also
too.
took the health care
Yep.
coverage.
Yeah.
And all but $10,000 of my life insurance.
Oh my gosh.
So I sold the house, sold the property I had, and we made it through. My wife died 7 years ago. Since then, I've been trying to reestablish myself.
At
And
88.
you're working here how many days a week?
I work 5 days a week.
She works full time.
8 hours a day.
And you do that because you have to, or
Yeah, I don't have enough income
what's your dream?
to live somewhat the life I was hoping for.
Like to share your story and try and, get people to help you retire.
Well, thank you.
Of course. You're amazing.
Okay.
I'll give you $400 here as a tip. Of course. You're amazing,
Thank you.
man. Of course.
I don't know what to say. It goes a long way to help me.
Give you a hug?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so amazing, right? Well, here's how it shook out. An 88-year-old U.S. Army veteran will finally get the chance to retire after winning over internet users who raised more than $1 million for him. Ed Bombas, who had been forced to work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, which isn't that big a deal if you're young, but when you're 88, you're supposed to be retired. This guy's got 5 years to live, if he's lucky. I don't mean to be mean, but like he's already lived 5 years past the average expected life expectancy for a male in America. I think it's 82 or 83. And, one thing that keeps people alive, I say this a lot, is working. There's this phenomenon. I don't know if it's only with men, but like when my dad retired, he died almost instantly. His health went like when he still had to go to work every day. Like one of the biggest fears my dad, I don't think ever really understood it. My mom never really wanted him to retire. All he wanted to do was retire. But she knew that when he retired, Well, what happened? And that's exactly what happened. He retired. He had no hobbies. He sat on the couch every day. He had other health problems that he didn't take care of, and he passed away way too early. Before, he was only, let's see, he was like 70, 60, born in 55. I don't know. He was, he could have lived another 10 or 15 years, but he didn't take his health seriously, and then he retired. So it's like this weird thing happens where you don't have purpose anymore, your body or whatever, and you just don't work. I don't know. It doesn't work anymore. He had retired from Detroit Automaker in 99. I felt comfortable. I had a stable financial footing. I owned my house. We didn't have any major worries. Then when GM plunged into the largest bankruptcy proceeding in history, the federal government jumped in to renegotiate and restructuring. Bombas was nearly around 20,000 employees of GM who lost their pension and retirement benefits, which is disgusting, by the way. Like, GM should do right by these people. The company has said at the time they would not assume the pension liabilities for Delphi's salary workers, because they did not have an agreement with them. I think this is what happened when I lived in Janesville, Wisconsin. We had a Delphi there. And then it shut down, and I think those people got screwed, if I remember correctly. Now, making things worse, his wife became sick. Now, the video itself has been viewed over 4.5 million times.
Just seeing if I could have help scanning this.
And I get that it's like a clout thing video, but I don't care. Right? $1 million officially raised, Faith in Humanity restored. I'm trying to find, so there's not even like a link to the GoFundMe. Donate in B10. I don't know what that means. Who is this TikToker? Oh, he's got 7.8 million followers. So he's huge. Samuel Weidenhofer. Very, very cool. Now, I don't even know how. I'm going to try to find a link to this guy's GoFundMe. I mean, I don't think anyone needs to give him any more money. $1.3 million raised. Not only is he going to be able to retire, he will probably be able to pass something on to his family, which I think is an important thing to men. I don't know if he's got kids or not, but here, I introduced Ed Bombas. I met him recently in a Detroit supermarket. Ed is 88, an Army veteran, still works 5 days a week. Despite everything, he shows up every day with quiet dignity, strength, and perseverance. His story is a stark reminder that too many of our seniors, especially veterans, face incredible challenges just to survive. I'm opening this fundraiser to help Ed live the life he deserves, to finally give him some relief, comfort, and peace of mind. I mean, $1.3 million cash. Ed, please, 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 somebody tell him he has to pay taxes on this. Pay your taxes up front. He'll have 700 grand, 650 grand clear of taxes. Every dollar raised will go directly to supporting him with his living expenses. Ed fought for his country. As of yesterday, I wanted to say the biggest thank you towards Ed ever. The support so far is absolutely immense. I have thousands of GoFundMe messages, all of which I can't respond to. There are thousands. However, I wanted to let you know Ed will be added to receive the funds once we surprise him in 4 or 5 days. We are working tirelessly to make sure we set up a secure bank account or trust for him so that the money is very safe. I assume this guy's pretty legit. Who's doing this seems like he probably makes this kind of content all the time. And I think that too often we see a lot of, TikTok nonsense where like the people are garbage humans. But, 1.3, so he raised another $200,000 in like the last couple hours. This is Christmas time. He'll have the money deposited in his account before Christmas. Absolutely amazing. And it's just such a good thing. And it's gone viral for all the right reasons. Here he is in the video. Let's see. Oh, there's the video. Okay. During GM bankruptcy, he screwed over 20,000 people. Nobody who contributed to society during a young age and was a good citizen should have to work at 88. I agree with that. GoFundMe takes almost half. Such a shame. That's not true. Yeah, GoFundMe takes almost nothing. They cover the credit card percentage. He's going to have $1 million clear, or 1.2 or 3 million clear. after all of this. So absolutely happy for him. I can't wait to see a follow-up video from him, bringing you some good news today on a Wednesday. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you again. Make sure you like or subscribe, by the way, to the video. This is my second channel, and we'll talk to you again real soon.